guys, today we're just going to go over Gibbs free energy and basically what it is and how it's defined. So the equation itself is delta G equals delta H minus T delta S. So Gibbs free energy examines the spontaneity of reactions. So that's basically whether or not a reaction will take place under normal conditions without being forced in any way. So delta G is obviously what you're looking at. Delta H is going to be enthalpy. T is temperature. And S is entropy. So enthalpy is basically the energy. So whenever you're talking about thermodynamics, energy is typically defined with an H. So the way you can remember how to distinguish between enthalpy and entropy is that enthalpy has an H for energy. So that's just a quick way to remember it. Entropy is a little bit different. It measures the disorder of your system. So basically how crazy anything is. And a good way to just basically define that really quickly is to say that gas is more disordered than liquid, which is more disordered than solid. And that's pretty easy to just conceptualize if you think about if you're looking at just like a solid jar versus a jar that's filled with gas, obviously, or a jar that's filled with smoke. The smoke's going to swirl around and be a lot more crazy than just the jar itself. So that's how you can kind of remember that gases are more disorganized than solids. And so when you're actually looking at delta G itself, it's a little bit against what you'd naturally go for, but if delta G is less than 0, your reaction is spontaneous and will take place by itself. And if delta G is greater than 0, then your reaction is non-spontaneous. And you'll never really encounter an example where delta G equals 0 because something is either non-spontaneous or spontaneous, so it's kind of impossible for anything to be in between. So that's Gibbs free energy summarized pretty quickly. Hopefully that makes sense, and good luck.